What's going on, YouTube? Excuse me, I've been through a lot these last few weeks, but I decided I want to tell my journey of how contacting the COVID-19, how I how it affected me, COVID-19, how many times I went to the hospital, how long I stayed, the complications I've had. Actually, it's been quite a bit. So I guess I can start off by saying about November 10th, I went to the hospital with muscle pains in my chest. So I kind of woke up and felt like something was just trying to bust through my chest and get out. So I'm like, what is this? I talked to my fiance. She said, maybe you need to go to the doctor. And after I got what I can actually move and stuff, we jumped in the car, went to the hospital. Got down there and they're telling me they think I'm having a heart attack. I'm 27 years old. As far as medical problems, I don't really know. It's not something I'm really keen in my family that I researched a lot, so I don't really know kind of medical problems I may have had that may have led up to it, or pre-existing conditions that may have sat down and waited for the perfect opportunity, plot on you, boy, man, So came in there on the 10th. Complications, heart feeling like it's about to explode. The next morning, they give me a COVID test. I'm COVID-19 positive, so isolate me, do the procedures. I'm on all type of medicine and stuff. I stayed a little less than a week, about 4 days. So I felt kind of good. So I'm like, okay, feeling kind of good. They say, we don't think you had a heart attack. We think it was most likely related to the COVID. So it was COVID that enlarged my heart, made it inflamed, and made it do things and they said it wasn't supposed to do at my young age. So thought it was good. I left. Since I was still within my 14 days, I quarantined outside the house with my fiance and my child to keep them from getting sick. Because what I just went through, I prayed nobody else had to go through that, and that was real intense right there. It scared me. So I quarantined. Matter of fact, the day after my 14 days expired, I had another episode. After my 14 days expired, I'm in the room. Actually, I'm sitting on the sofa like 7 o'clock. I'm sitting on the sofa. My fiance looking at me. She know I'm uncomfortable, but okay, I think that light's a little better. I'm uncomfortable, but I'm trying not to tell her because I'm a man. Trying to be strong. For what reason? So I laid there. I didn't tell her anything. So I finna go to bed. It was about 2 hours later. She knew something was wrong, but she respected me saying, I'm okay, I'm gonna go to bed. So I went to bed, I laid there. I actually never went to sleep that night. I tried to lay down. I tried to do anything I could to stop the pain. It was so intense. I laid down, I went and smoked, tried to go to sleep, and that is what probably put me over the edge. I went and smoked, so I smoked my Black and Mild, and I think that made it, well, I don't think it, I know that made it a lot worse. So I came back in about 11:30, right? I stopped beside the bed. She said, what's wrong? I said, it's that same pain last week. I don't know what to do. She said, okay, we're going to call the ambulance this time. We're not going to chance. We're going to get them out here, get you taken care of. So we called them, and man, it was at the beginning of the story. We called the ambulance. They came over. They was dragging their feet so long I thought I wasn't going to get there. Finally came up. They took my blood pressure. They said, man, your blood pressure's good. Oh, because I was on pills, but after they let me off the hospital the first time, I was on blood pressure pills. So my blood pressure was kind of good. So he said, man, your blood pressure's good. He said, we're not paramedics, so we can't give you anything for pain. But as soon as the EMTs get here, they can give you something, we can get you down there. Now, I probably sat with them 45 minutes before I left the house. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to pull the car around because I could have been at the hospital by now. So finally, it's Atlanta. Things happen. People get shot, stuff like this. I mean, can you really be mad? Well, I'm just one person. Everybody has an emergency. Finally get EMT. They come get me. It's actually the same guys that was steady with me before. They went in, talked to their lieutenant, I want to say, and they had ambulance that they came and brought me in. So if we go in there, right, I'm telling you, these guys are dragging their feet the whole time. I get downstairs, I'm hurting very, very bad. I told them I could walk downstairs to get to the ambulance. Walk downstairs, immediately my chest started pounding again. I can barely move. Finally get up in the EMT. We go right around the corner and stop. Like, we literally went 2 streets up and we sat at a police station for like 10 minutes. I'm like, you know, hey, this is an emergency. I called you for an emergency, not to go talk to the police. So as soon as he got back in the truck, hey man, I can't breathe. I need to get somewhere now. So finally, he drives me out to the hospital. And when I get there, they're like, hey, you just left here. I said, I know, I'm having the same pain. It's 10 times worse this time. I get in there, they said, okay, we're gonna do this, that, and the third. They say, wait, they checked me. I want to say they did an EKG. They said, you're having a heart attack. So we're gonna have to do a surgery now. The doctor's on the way from the house. This is where it gets scary at. They put me in the emergency room. I'm getting hooked up, IVs and everything like that. The doctor's on his way. When he gets there, you know, they prep you for surgery. Take all your clothes off, shave the parts that need to be shaved, and put you on the table. When I got on the table, I was already sleepy as well. I never slept that night. I was constantly up in pain. So I was trying to, you know, get some Z's while I was in there getting worked on. Little I know, it wasn't actually Z's I was trying to get. When I sat on that table, I actually died on the table. And it's kind of a surreal experience. Actually, I'm going to give you that in another video because it's just a whole experience. I actually died on that table. They shot me and brought me back to life. It's a totally different experience. When they shot me and brought me back, they finished the surgery. Like, everything just happened so fast. It was like a movie, man. It was like life in the ER. From the time they actually knew what was going on to the time I got in the ICU, it happened so fast. I couldn't even tell you what happened. I got in there on a Saturday night. I didn't realize what was going on until Monday. So I was I was in so much pain and it was so much going on. I was just, look, just do whatever you have to do. I don't care what it is. I'm hurting and I can't take it no more. So, you know, they came in, told me I had a heart attack, told me what caused it. They still say was the COVID-19 symptoms that enlarged and inflamed my heart and made it work extra hard when it shouldn't be working that hard. So, not gonna lie to you, I'm gonna keep it straight with you, man. I was scared for my family, for my fiance, for my child. As soon as I was able to do anything, I went and changed all my life insurance over. Every account that I own, I put her name on it. Just a precaution, man. If I'm not here, what am I gonna do with it? Make sure they're all right. That's what I felt my duty was as a man, as a father, and as a future husband, was to make sure my family would be okay no matter the situation. So as soon as I was able to move, I did actually I did that the week I was in there before because I felt like this. So when I came back that next week, everything was already done. If anything would have happened, it would have went the way it was supposed to. It'd been a smooth process as far as getting the money owed to my family. You know, as I sat there in excruciating pain and not knowing what's going to be this and what's going to be that, I just thought about first my son. You know, he's 1 year old. Am I going to see anything? Am I going to miss him growing up? Thought about my immediate family, the people that's so close to me, the people that looked up to me, the people I looked up to them, people that's just been close for years. Thought, you know, I just felt like I was letting them down. I felt like this is my fault somehow. So in the hospital, once I got better, again, the second time I went in, I said, okay, I got to change something. I got to change my life around. I got to be here for my son. I got to be here for my nieces, my nephews. I got to be here for them. So I want you guys to come with me. We're going to document the journey. I'm going to show you every meal I eat. I'm going to show you the exercise regimen I do. And hopefully you can see me lose weight and be a healthier person for the family that I have. Especially being a person of African descent, I feel like it's very, very important for us males to get healthy for our family and to be there for the family.